The Yankees look to make it 4 straight and hope to put another nail in the Red Sox coffin. It's the Game Day Show. Before we get to the highlights, let's take a look at the lineup and starting pitcher for today's game. DJ LeMahieu leading off at second base, red hot, hitting over 400. Luke Voit is at first base tonight. Mike Ford at DH, he had the night off last night. Gio Urshela back in there at third base. Gleyber Torres picked up 4 hits last night, starting to get hot. Mike Tauchman has been playing very well, he's out there in left field tonight. Gary Sanchez behind the dish, he hit a monster 457-foot home run. Clint Frazier, Red Thunder, out there in right field for Aaron Judge. And Brett Gardner back out there tonight in center field looking to get going. And on the mound, James Paxton. After 2 pretty bad outings to begin the season, he was actually pretty good last time out against the Rays, looking to bring that momentum forward tonight against the Red Sox. Let's get to the highlights.
Paxton brings a 2-1, and Bogarts lifts a fly ball to right center field. Long run for Frazier, who lays out and pulls it in. Throwing back to second.
At the plate.
23 home runs last year. Bounces this one to second. LeMahieu is there. Paxton in reasons. Urshela lifts a fly ball to right field that sends Pilar back. It's gone.
You got a gift.
Light hitting backup infielder on this 1-1 from Paxton. A breaking ball is pulled on the ground to second, and LeMahieu.
Bury in on the guy's hands and right-hand hitters.
Buries one in on Chavis and touches 95 and picking up it. Here he comes. That is lined right back at him. Knocks his glove off. Able to pick it up and throw low, but it's dug out by Voit. Here on 3-1, Martinez swings and pulls a line drive off Urshela and down the left field line to tie the game. Martinez chugging for second. The throw beats Produce. He turns on a ball, hits it in the air to deep left field. Tauchman going back, edge of the track, twisting to the wall. It keeps going and gone.
Organizations.
Sanchez hits a towering fly ball to left field. Way back there and gone.
Split action, but see, that ball just tumbled and stayed right in the middle of the zone. And Sanchez knew it as soon as he hit it, so did. And then in a 162.
That ball's driven to right center field by Frazier. It will sail over Pilar and off the base of the wall, kicking to Bradley. Frazier headed for second with it out of the inning against Sanchez. He's thrown 17 pitches.
Have any issues. But to finish that thought, you talk about the Red Sox and what they were able to do to win a championship, and the next year they had.
But other than that, he's been in there. Grounds this one to straightaway short. Bogarts feeding second. Martinez goes down to get this one, sends it in the air to right center field. Frazier caught off by Gardner, charges over. So Wade is in at second. You can plug him at the top of the Yankees order. Team, but as a glove first catcher that has turned it on offensively. He was down swinging
than normal.
He's turned 25 this week. Fastball there that he pulls his hands in on, drags to third, but a nice play by Urshela. 6 in these 2 games. Grounds one through the left side, make a 1 pitch. Tauchman pulls it towards first. That's inside the bag, a fair ball into the right field corner. On a double from Mike Tauchman, and the Yankees are at second and third with nobody out. Here he comes. Swings away at the first pitch, drives the ball to right and deep. Pilar is back. There it goes.
As a hitter, watch, he turns his hip, puts his foot down, and then just lets the barrel get the ball. Doesn't care where it's going, because if you barrel it up here and get it. 43, under 500 in 1-run games.
Slice towards the left field corner. Nice piece of hitting by Brett Gardner as he deposits it. Pulls it sharply through the left side. Another base hit for Frazier. One away. It's 10-3, and Frazier's driven in 5.
That is an outstanding You talk about mature, veteran-like at bat. They want to see how they're trying to get it a little bit higher, and he throws it belt high right down the middle, and that short
roll where he sticks. Gardner flies it to Verdugo on left. Sanchez, the runner at third, is going to charge for the plate. Verdugo.
All right, the main story of tonight's game, besides the victory and Clint Frazier, his great performance, was that DJ LeMahieu was hurt. Sprained left thumb. He did it on a swing. I've tried to capture some of that in the highlights. Not good. You hope he can be back soon. He's going to have an MRI, and I don't imagine we'll have the results of that until tomorrow. A thumb can be tricky because it takes a while to heal sometimes. If you've ever jammed your thumb playing basketball, you know it can hurt for a couple of weeks. And a sprain is slightly worse than the jam, in my opinion, in terms of pain. I've done that a few times. So, hopefully he can be back in a few days, but I would not count on DJ LeMahieu being in there for at least the rest of this series, which would be at least until Tuesday night. Clint Frazier was absolutely terrific again. This guy just murders the ball every single time. Last night, somebody got on my case in the comments because I didn't mention his double. Well, it was just a double at that point. I mean, it was a nice hit, but it was nothing spectacular. Doubles happen every game. But he had another he had a double and a single and a homer tonight. So when you start to compile extra base hits at the rate he's doing, then it does become a big deal. So great job by Clint Frazier. He actually looked pretty good on defense, too. He made that diving catch in the first inning. It might have been in the second inning, but early in the game. And then there was that play where there was a shot in the gap, and Gardner called him off on the warning track. I thought that was a great move by the Yankees, putting Tauchman in left and Gardner in center. That way you have basically your two best outfielders with your weakest outfielder, and you can say to Clint Frazier, hey, get anything in front of you and get anything towards the line and let Gardner handle the gaps, and that's exactly what he did. So Clint Frazier was terrific on both offense and defense. Great game tonight. I thought James Paxton was, he's been better. His stuff was good. He hit 95 at least once, I saw. His breaking ball was not as sharp, so he didn't have quite the put-away pitch. I wouldn't say it wasn't actually quite as sharp. It just wasn't as accurate. He was throwing it in the dirt a lot. He might have been just kind of throwing it too hard. That happens. Tonight, I wouldn't attribute to a loss of stuff in his short outing, but I would say that, he's not up to full strength yet. He showed signs of improving on the guy we saw last time, but tonight was just an average outing for Paxton. One guy I thought was terrific was Jonathan Loaizaga. Again, Johnny Lasagna. Johnny Lasagna is my favorite bullpen pitcher right now, aside from possibly Chad Green. Loaizaga, when he's pitching well, is deadly. If you remember, the Yankees brought him up, and they tried to make him a starter, and he kept getting hurt, but he was good as a starter. But he would typically pitch really well for about 3 or 4 innings and then run into trouble. But lately he's been pitching out of the bullpen, middle relief. He's opened a few times. And if you can keep him into that 2-3 inning range, he's tremendous. And one final shout out to Gary Sanchez. He's homered in 3 straight games. He looks great at the plate right now. He's coming out of it, and he's starting to stay balanced. He's starting to swing at better pitches. He's not chasing balls in the dirt as much. And he's fouling pitches off. He's having long at-bats, but they're paying off now. Also, Gleyber Torres was ripping the ball all over the park tonight. So those guys are stepping up in Judge and Stanton's absence. So hopefully that will continue. I will be back for the pregame tomorrow. Please like and subscribe. Share this with all the Yankees fans you know. I put links in the comments to a Discord channel that I created if you guys want to get together and chat. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.